What's that, 4 minutes?
Hold on, let me fill my water bottle up.
Shit, is my water bottle home? Okay, we're good. We have some more. I wish I need to change my character sheet to not be on something that is me. Hunter's already here. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yo, are you gonna be doing anything like around like 6 or 7?
Uh,
Only reason asking is Cole wanted to have a solo session later on today too.
I will be around. I think Alex is coming over, but I'll still be around. What time?
I think it's 5 p.m. his time. PST. I don't know what that
Oh,
is.
so 7 for me. Got it. Uh, so you want what? Do you want me to like stream it or something?
Maybe if you want to,
I can.
if you're able to.
Yeah.
But also, I don't want to interrupt date night.
Nah, he's staying for a bit because my family's out of town, so I'm just gonna be chilling this week. We'll probably be playing like yeah. I guess I just the only thing is I can't play Diablo while streaming. Fear will explode.
How much time do we got left?
And that's a very good question that I don't have the answer to. A minute and 30, 20, 20 minute 18, a minute 15.
Okay.
But no stress.
Dream starting soon.
Yeah.
I love that. Like what you did though. That's so sick.
The animation thing?
Yeah, the animation.
Yeah, I will have to get another I will have to start my like subscription again to Canva. That is the only way I know how to animate anything. Do not do it.
You don't gotta make a new one. I like this one.
I'm saying like if we wanted anything animated like on our overlay, I will have to use Canva.
Well, let me know. I can definitely help out.
I definitely can still do it. It's just this is me off sometimes.
I'm actually planning on getting some character art drawn as well. I know you said you were gonna do some.
I'm just like I'm so stressed to commit to it because I don't know
No,
what everyone's gonna
no.
look like if we time skip soon. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, it's gonna suck to do this, and then we
I
just
was
time
gonna do
skip.
it like plan on. I was just gonna take the description
I think it would help
of.
if we had if we maybe if we like picked like a different like style like less like anime-ish.
Man, we'll
Because
figure it out.
I think that kind of skews how I see them at least. But like maybe like we can do kind of what Glenn did for not Glenn Erin did for me, where like she sent like this is her face, this is her. I don't know what she sent to you to send to
I don't remember
him
either.
last time, but she sent me like this is her face, this is her body type, this is her style, this is like and uh in hair and stuff like that, and so then like It's changing all the time. Oh, it's done. It just says done. I forgot to change the text. That's awkward. Um, I gotta change it
Hey,
to.
Liz.
Hey. All right. That's good.
Sick. Welcome back to Road Magic, guys. We cast some spells and tell some tales. I am your humble headmaster of trauma, Christian, and today we have the lovely Sage Sawyer slash Liz on some more solo adventures. Been doing a lot of solos this week. I love it. Ugh.
He's dying inside.
Do you like that intro, or should I change it?
I like it. It's catchy.
Cast some spells
Did
and
you
tell
mi-
some tales.
did you forget to do the outro last night? I was thinking about it like right after. I was like, did we do it?
I don't think so. I think we did.
Hunter?
1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
I think it might have been. And like, I totally understand if you did it because I think we were like panicking because like Nana was like dipping out. Okay, he said you did.
I did.
I take Hunter's word
Okay.
as law.
Hunter's word is law. Cool. Bet. Alrighty.
I would be yelling. That's...
Alrighty. As we know, last time here on Romantic, just yesterday for us, we had some heated discussions, some drama between some of our players. Um, basically, Sage had shared some information with her trusted friend Neil, and Glenn got upset that she told. So, Glenn being Glenn, she gave an ultimatum to um Neil and Sage. Um basically saying, "Hey, we're going to do Obliviation or we're going to do Unbreakable Vow. You guys have a week to decide what you're going to do." Um so the time that we're going to plan for the solo session is during that week. It can be the day after if you want to, Liz, or it can be Wednesday. Basically, I treated it as like Monday. Basically, you guys talked on a Monday, and you guys will be picking up. You can pick up on that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever time you'd like to pick up on. During that week. So, just for a little intro, why don't you just explain who you are? Just tell us a little bit about maybe Liz and a little bit about Sage.
Myself as a player, I am Liz. Of course, I play video games by myself, usually with other people. Sometimes this game, sometimes my own game on my and on usually on my stream and stuff. But other than that, I teach violin and piano. I do art, and I'm trying to get back into it, especially for this channel, so we could get some new things that are nice and pretty, without losing sanity. And then for Sage, she is a 14-year-old third-year Ravenclaw student. She's a bit shorter in stature, but she's it's fine. She's one of the Quidditch players. She's a keeper for Ravenclaw, and she does pretty well in it. She has white grayish hair that's kind of like wavy-ish sometimes or whatever, and so that's kind of like. And she has like blue eyes, and she's very intelligent and empathetic, and like caring about everybody. How about for well, okay, that's aggressive for a Hufflepuff. Uh,
Hufflepuff and
uh,
die.
she's this year she's started to get multiple piercings on her ears. She's kind of getting into like her own like personal style outside of the usual classic robes and stuff like that. She's not nothing too crazy. She's kind of wearing like more like jewelry and like makeup and has her earrings and shit just to give her some individuality. All in all, she's just a very warm and empathetic uh person and really cares about her friends. And yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. I'm gonna leave the choice up to you. What day would you like to pick up on throughout this week? After the day after, or the week after Glenn is giving you this um ultimatum.
I mean during this week?
Yeah,
Since we're
during
picking
this
up
week. Sorry.
okay,
Yeah.
she would want to talk to Neil sooner than later about what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it would be the same day or the day after. What
We
time of
can
day
do the
was
day
it?
after. It was Tuesday.
But like, what time of day was it?
So you guys, where
Finish
we
your
left
class.
off last time was you guys in Defense of the Dark Arts class. It'd probably be around like 1 p.m. that day. If you guys have left that class, we can say you guys finished up class around like 2:30. Went to herbology, learned some cool stuff.
Okay. Um. All right. Um, we can go to the next day.
Okay.
It feels a little bit odd for her, but it's fine. I don't know. Just with how like serious everything was, but maybe it would be
So we can
good to
say
give it
that
some
rest of the
time.
day you just kind of just
She
got
was
away from
sad bitch
everyone and chilled.
hours. She was really
Yeah.
fucking sad. I was on
You know what's
Pinterest
funny?
last.
You guys live in the same room too.
Yep. Uh,
I just remember that you guys live in the same room.
yeah, I was thinking about that either earlier today or last night. I was like, oh man, this gonna be so awkward. She's literally in the top bunk, like probably like crying herself to sleep.
Definitely. And Glenn is just stone cold.
Probably.
Yeah.
um, yeah, because Sage, like, a thing about like Sage is she feels really bad about like breaking the trust that they've built, but she like genuinely also felt that this was someone
Betrayed.
that she could trust as
Yeah.
well, like, and that's someone that could like really help the group like with all the information he
Yeah,
has.
definitely.
And like after like it's obvious he's mixed up in this when he got attacked, and like he knew details about it that I don't think he could have known. I don't think we told anybody. Um, so it just made sense for her. It does suck, but because I definitely understand Glenn's point of view as well. But Sage is a sad fucking bitch right now. She doesn't know what she's gonna do.
Definitely.
She wants to give Glenn space though to
Yeah,
kind of feel her
definitely.
feels and not. She wants to respect that,
Definitely,
but
definitely.
not also not come off of as she doesn't give a shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Definitely. So we're gonna pick up that next day. We can try to think of what sort of classes you would have today. You know what's funny? Also, I thought about. I can't remember if Glenn or Baston has the compass,
yeah, neither.
but if Glenn has the compass, you couldn't even. Cause I remember you said that you wanted to go and
Yep.
like touch it and see if
Yep,
you can.
and Neil ruined everything. Thank you. Thank you, Christian.
You're welcome. But we're gonna pick up that next day as you wake up in your room. I'm just gonna say Glenn has already left for the day. Matilda has already probably left too. As you kind of wake up, you know that you have Quidditch practice this morning. By the way, you saw the results for your sister. She made the second string Quidditch team.
Oh,
She is the seeker.
oh, Seeker instead of Chaser.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um, she's the seeker for the second string Ravenclaw's Quidditch team.
Book.
Rose Sawyer. But as you kind of wake up for the day, as the sun kind of emerges its head over the black lake, um, in the Ravenclaw Tower, sunlight would be kind of coming into the room, and you'd be waking up for the day. With as you kind of wake up and look over, Glenn has already left the room, and Matilda has already left the room. A sight that Sage would not be familiar to. She's always used to waking up with Glenn and heading down to the Great Hall together. And as she wakes up today, um, she is without one of her best friends. Um, as she kind of wake up, we'd actually get a letter.
Okay.
It would come in, and it's from Christian. It's just, hey, Sage, hope everything is well. Sorry, don't hopefully I didn't wake you up with this message, but um, can we meet? There's something I'd love to talk to you about. She says doesn't have to be any specific time, just whenever you're free.
And do I have classes at some point that I know I have to be at?
Yeah, I probably, you got Quidditch practice in the morning. I would say 1 second.
I don't know, Hunter, because I know Gaz sent Glenn a letter here to be careful with the compass, since I felt like he does have the bag.
Master.
Use my inspiration to convince Glenn not to do Unbreakable Vow.
You said what?
I said I should use my inspiration to Glenn not to do the Unbreakable Vow. But
Well, I
also,
mean, Glenn has two choices. There's two choices that she said, either Obliviation or Unbreakable Vow.
Steve is
So,
not accepting your movie.
yeah,
We are
and
about to have a
both,
conversation about why.
yeah, and both of those are bad ideas. So, I mean, hopefully next week she changes her mind.
She's not changing
But
her
if she
mind.
doesn't, it's gonna get very interesting very quick.
Is it actually do you think it'll be as a DM, do you think it'll be a risk to him?
For what? For both, or for what?
Or I know it's pretty touchy, but I think with the way we worded it, it's kind of like the best way it can be worded, and to the effect that
I
Glenn
mean, yeah,
wants.
the way you worded it was great. It's kind of just up to, I mean, and he would know about it. It's really just up to Neil, who he trusts, um, and who you guys think that you would trust, because you said nobody outside of the room, so that means including, he can't say anything to Christian, can't say anything to his friend Quentin. Um, would he be able to talk to you guys about it, or would he never have? Could he never bring it up again?
I wouldn't want that because that's
If
kind of
he's
along
going
the
to
same lines
get
of Obliviation.
information for you guys, like if you guys started working with him in the future, that's something you'd have to think about, as well as could he talk to anybody else when getting information for you guys
Well,
about it?
and the way I did it, it was willingly disclose any information shared among our group with the intention of causing harm or jeopardizing
Yeah.
the group of any member. And we can probably we could maybe establish our own official like group, sort of.
Yeah. And then remember she said that she wanted you to be the one to cast it.
Mm-hmm.
The Unbreakable Vow. And I
Sick.
don't know what that spell would be. I don't think there's an
I ha-
actual
I li-
spell.
I went to Chat GPT to kind of like figure out how it would go. And it when I was reading through it, I was like, okay, this is kind of like how it was in like the movie at least. I haven't gone to that point in the books yet, but it would
Mhm.
pretty much be like Sage, like Glenn, Neil, I understand the importance of trusting confidentially with our group, but we're going if we are to proceed with this, we need to carefully consider like the wording and ensure the intent is clear. And then asking Neil, are you willing to take this vow? He says, I am willing. Glenn, please state the conditions you want to establish to prevent Neil from whatever. And then she would say the exact thing. And then he would say, I swear upon my life and magic that I will not, under any circumstances, blah, 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 whatever Glenn says. And then Sage would say, Glenn, do you accept Neil's vow as stated? And she would. And then Sage would be like, yeah, by the power of this unbreakable vow, let it be so. Some fucking like marriage vow sort of shit. But, you know, death.
Death. Death.
Death vows.
Um then something I told Glenn as well was that the other path of Obliviation, it's a 7th year spell.
Yeah,
Um
gonna do
but
it.
Glenn has also been looking into mind magic a lot more. So it'd be tricky. It'd be risky.
I'm just saying, Sage isn't going for it. I'll talk.
It'd
I
be
mean, I'll.
risky.
She's gonna talk to him about it today about why she's refuses to go for Obliviation. But
Yeah.
um,
But
I think yeah, I think we can do more about like, and I think you can also tie back into establishing trust within the group again, where we all kind of like, without making the unbreakable vow, I guess, but like we start making. We could do something similar to like the Order of Dreams, I guess, but kind of just within our group and just do that sort of thing.
yeah, definitely.
Is that an option? Do you think that would be like viable for having her trust him? I don't know. We'll bring it. I'm gonna write it down.
Okay.
Look into
We're not leaving any loopholes.
it.
What is would you reply to Christian's message?
um. So I have Quidditch for sure, and then were you able to figure out what
You have
if what
Quidditch
class
for
I had?
sure. You know that you have History of Magic. Sorry.
All right. I do not want to go to that. I mean, I don't want to play it out.
Yeah, yeah, you're good.
I don't really. I'm not really interested in like.
The War of 1812.
I'm also not interested in like doing like any role playing of Quidditch practice, but she definitely wants to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, I don't mind if it's like a start and finish sort of thing, but like I don't want to do the whole thing.
Just
Um, but
actually, I'm not gonna role play it out with you, but I'm gonna have you roll a body roll
mhm.
as an overall kind of like how well you did at practice. But I'm gonna ask you this question: would everything going on be affecting Sage's flying?
I honestly feel like since it's not really too much like thinking wise and more so like muscle memory, that it wouldn't affect her too much.
Okay,
Like,
gotcha.
it's not as much like strategy involved
Yeah, yeah.
with
Then go ahead and just roll
blocking.
your straight body roll then.
7.
7. You do okay. There's maybe like one or two goals they get that you get scored on. But you keep away most things. You do. I mean, it's a pretty normal routine practice. You guys practice your claw maneuver. Um, but other than that, it's just like one of those like, all right, back at Hogwarts practices. We're still kind of all catching up from the summer, so we're not gonna take it too hard on you guys. So just kind of a catch up practice in a sense. But after that, you head off to History of Magic. Still kind of staying away from Glenn. You guys are kind of on the opposite sides of class. You end up on the other side of the class with Amy, which is weird. Um, because you
Has the
normally
rumor
sit
spread
next.
at all around it at all?
It has.
Oh, I feel really
Not
bad
so
about
much.
that.
Not so much in Ravenclaw, but it's definitely like all throughout Hufflepuff right now. But
Okay.
it's only the day after, so not to say that it can't, not to say that it's probably going to spread more throughout this week, but it's only been a day, so
Okay.
not
So
the whole
Sage
school
so
knows
Sage
about
wouldn't
it yet.
know?
No, not yet.
Okay. Right.
Um,
She was gonna be nice about it.
yeah. Um, what time did you want to meet Christian?
I was thinking maybe before practice, but it's fine if it's after.
Yeah, that's fun. So I would say you guys have history of magic together. So after class, you guys would kind of walk out in the hallway together. He'd be like, "Hey, Liz, mind talking to you real quick?"
No problem.
Um, and you guys are kind of in the crowded hallway. He says, "Do you want to head out to the courtyard?"
Sure.
Okay, let's go. You guys head out to the courtyard underneath the big kind of tree in the middle. He says, "Hey, so is everything okay? Uh, just noticed something's been different with you guys, so I want to make sure." And Liv has been kind of on edge, I guess would be the right word.
Um, I'm not really at liberty to say. Um, it's um, Glenn's kind of been a bit intense lately. I don't know. She's not gonna give any like
Specifics.
specifics, but uh it wouldn't be incredibly hidden on her face that like it's upsetting to her specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Um but um she wouldn't really know what else to say, honestly.
Yeah. He says, no, no, don't have to go into it or anything. Just noticed some stuff was off, and I wanted to make sure everything was all right. By the way, I love your hair. Forgot to
Thanks.
say that.
Yeah.
He says, sorry, I know we don't really talk much with just us, so I know this was a little weird. I didn't mean to. Sorry if I caught you off guard or anything.
No, it's okay. I mean, you're right. We haven't really talked much. But I'm fine with talking more. I mean, you were close with some people I'm close with, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
No.
I don't mind at all. And
He
are
says
him and
sorry for the
Neil
whole.
friends?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so, and I was like, but then after like talking about it yesterday, I was like, am I like not remembering correctly? Because like you said that his only like friend like outside of us was
Was
Quentin.
Quentin. But
But I yeah.
since he's met you guys, Christian has now became his friend. Since
Mhm.
you guys kind of all went to the Winter Solstice Ball together, and you guys have kind of been hanging out more. Even though like you guys are the Occult Five, just I mean now Occult Four. Even though you guys are the Occult Four, you guys still I would take it as like you guys still hang out with each other's friends basically
Mhm.
sometimes. Like you guys will hang out with Christian sometimes, and you guys hang out with Neil and Quentin and Matilda. Is they're kind of like the um unofficial members in
Yeah.
essence.
That's why it's like so confusing because I don't know like who is like okay to know what or who even knows what.
Yeah,
And that's why it's like maybe we just need to like start like
telling
organization.
everybody.
Not telling everybody, but like maybe establish some organization of who the fuck knows what. Like nobody knows. And
Yeah,
I'm just like the first person to say, yeah, I told him everything.
yeah. Sorry.
Like as it like I mean like because Christian's literally has been involved and Matilda hasn't really. No, she just like has some mutual stuff with Glenn. In like weird shit going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And around this, he says, "Well, I have to get going, but and also sorry about the whole werewolf stuff. If I scared you last year, I never really got to apologize for that.
Hey, apologize. Apologize for what? Sorry.
The werewolf stuff where you guys got to like track me down and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that was a lot. We never ever had the chance to even talk to Theo about it. And then we weren't. I figured, maybe you were involved in that because you talked to him when he phased. I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely confirmed last year during
Yeah.
that fight. But
He
um,
says, sorry if I scared you.
it's it didn't scare me. But I assume it's not safe for people to know, right?
Yeah, yeah. Um, you guys are kind of the only ones that know. So I trust at least that you wouldn't tell nobody.
Not to my knowledge. I
Well,
haven't, at least, and I haven't heard anything about anyone. But we all have our things.
yeah. He says, well, uh, I have to go, but I will see you later. Okay. And Christian kind of walks off. I'm guessing you kind of want to figure out where Neil is.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to send him a message? Maybe you
Um.
could catch one of the fourth years in the hallway and be like, "Hey, do you know where Neil is?"
Um. I feel like should be more aware of his schedule.
Okay.
At this
Make a
point.
mind roll for me.
Sure. Mine 7.
7. Um, you know that he's in potions right now.
Okay.
You could go by there and wait for him to get out of class, or
Um.
maybe think of some ways to get him out if you'd like. Um,
Nah,
or whatever you want to do.
she'd probably just be like, send him a message asking to meet wherever he prefers for a private conversation.
Is there a specific name for that bridge?
Ah, I know
You
which
know
one
what I'm
you're
talking
talking
about?
about. What
The
is
one
it?
that blew up.
Was it rebuilt? um,
Yeah, it was rebuilt.
alright.
The talking bridge. That's where everybody goes to have like their deep
Uh,
conversations.
Millennium Bridge? Or yeah, I think it's called Millennium Bridge.
Really? Hogwarts. Hogwarts
I think IRL is
Bridge.
called Viaduct. Um, is that called that? So, oh wait, that's a different bridge. That was from the Death Eater attack. Okay, like that really big bridge, like in the city, that was fucked up. I gotta find it.
I don't know if there's a name for it. The wooden bridge.
Hogwarts Bridge? I don't know.
I think it's just called wooden bridge.
If I know. Where'd he go? There's...
Yeah, I think it's just called Wooden Bridge. I don't think it's the
Whatever.
actual name for it. But
Or
he sent you a message just saying, yeah,
covered bridge.
do you want to wait for me outside of class and we can walk to the Wooden Bridge?
Okay.
Um, head down to the dungeons where potions is right now. Just passing people on the way there and such like that. Bunch of fourth years and fifth years. Would Sage care about gossip?
I think if it sounds like it's not like dumb gossip, like, like who is dating who or like dumb like
Yeah.
drama, she wouldn't really care. But if it's like actually about like someone's like she cares about
Someone you know
or
or something
yeah,
serious. Gotcha.
or like something going on in the wizarding world
Gotcha.
probably or school, but like nothing like not really. Yeah, she probably wouldn't really. She'd probably like ignore like any sort of like more gossipy sort of shit
Yeah.
unless it had to do with one of her people's.
Make a mind roll for me real quick to see, as you're kind of walking through the hallways to see if you kind of get like, if you kind of can just hear whispers as you're walking past people and such.
9. Man, 5 and 3 is my
Nine.
most popular roll.
You see as you're kind of walking down the halls, it's only the third day back at Hogwarts, so not too much. But of course, you hear like two fifth-year Hufflepuffs. They say, what the third years has STD, and I think she's pregnant.
She's
Um,
pregnant too.
as you kind of walk past, you don't hear a specific name, but you just hear a Hufflepuff third year.
Okay.
But as you walk past some like seventh year Gryffindors, they're just like a group of boys. They say, man, Hogsmeade has been weird at nighttime, like really weird. I was just there last night, and there was like auras in the Ministry walking about. Don't know what's going on, but it's definitely weird.
Yeah. Is this why you keep inviting us to go to Hogsmeade with NPCs?
No, I would never.
Just admit it.
I would never. I would never try to push you guys into story. What kind of guy would I be? But that's just kind of like the little things you hear as you're walking the potions. As you get there, you can kind of like see, as you kind of go past the potions classroom, you can see within there. Looks like they're just finishing up. You can see Neil is like in there. He has his robes off, and like just his like white button-up shirt, and he's like sweating. He has like pink and purple like stains on his shirt from maybe spilling a potion on himself. Um, you can see actually it's him and Quentin partnered up together, and he kind of pours some in, and you can see like Neil's like has his face over the cauldron, his
My god, he's
smoke
so
just
dumb.
puffs in his face.
Dating an idiot.
And his face is just like full of like just this like pink like smoke, I guess you would say. And then Quentin says, "Neil, what are you doing?" Neil says, I just sorry, I'm just trying to focus on the potion. Uh, and you can see Professor Blackstone says, "Neil, what are you doing?" No, he doesn't sound like that. He says, "Neil, do you really think that would have worked?" You can see Neil just says, "Uh, sorry, Professor. I was just testing a hypothesis and it didn't go correctly." He says, 5 points from Ravenclaw.
Damn it!
Class dismissed. You can see people kind of start filing out of the room. As you're kind of like you're leaning up against one of the walls right outside the class, just seeing some kids walk out and stuff like that. Um, and then finally, kind of like one of the last ones is Neil, as he kind of is putting his robe back on. He kind of looks at you and says, "Oh, hey, hey, Sage." And then he waves, "Quentin, I'll catch up with you later." Quentin says, "Oh, okay." Um, and he comes to you, says, "Want to walk to the bridge?" You guys kind of start walking down the halls. Neil is uncharacteristically quiet as you guys are walking. Um, do you say anything to him before you get to the bridge?
Break the ice. You like this? So is that how it usually is in potions for you? You look you're
Yeah, I'm
distracted.
not the best when it comes to potions.
This is a normal thing.
No, but yes, a little bit. I just was testing a hypothesis and it didn't go correctly. If the directions say to cut off the frog's legs, you cut off the frog's legs. Am I not correctly? But maybe if I just, you know, split it into two, wouldn't that work the same?
No, is that split it into two? That's a whole extra step.
But I guess
It,
potions
it
is
needs it
weird.
needs to break. Just follow the instructions.
Yeah, I guess. You guys walk through the halls and through the past the Great Hall and um I want to say it's towards Gryffindor. You guys kind of walk past Gryffindor, common room, the fat lady, as some first years are trying to. For some of first years forget the password and they're like, no, it's isn't it Petrificus Totalis? Um, and then you can see the fat lady getting upset and yelling at them as you guys kind of walk by. And finally you guys get to the bridge. As you kind of walk onto the bridge, you can see it's a cloudy day. A lot of it's a cloudy day and a misty day. As you guys kind of walk onto the bridge, you can see the Black Lake off to your left, and then the Scottish Highlands off to your right side of the bridge. It's not really cold out here, but there is a steady kind of wind going as you guys get out here. And it's like you wouldn't be able to see the blacklit clearly because of just the fog that's kind of out here right now in the morning time. As you guys step onto the bridge, your hair would kind of be blowing everywhere as you step on as well. And you guys just kind of stop at one of the little window.
Mm.
Uh, it's not a window, but Neil just kind of stops and puts his arms on the window, leaning. He just says, "So, what do you want to talk about?"
So you should also lean forward and just take a really deep breath. um, I wanted to discuss now that some time has passed and maybe we're not feeling as raw or emotional. I don't know. Just what's been weighing on me since all that went down yesterday afternoon, and when we were
Again, I'm sorry that I just came rushing
it's
in on that. I know that caused a lot for you and
it's not your
disruption with your friends.
it's not your fault. It's our almighty DM that in the sky. It's controlling you.
Oh, I think he's going there. You see, like you
He's
see a mixed
whispering in
guy
your
riding a
ears.
skateboard through the sky.
Oh my god, why is he on a skateboard? But back to seriousness. When we were discussing the unbreakable vow, I couldn't help but notice how quickly you agreed to it, even considering the severity the consequences, and it made me worry about your well-being and the extent you're willing to go. Like, I mean, at the risk of losing your life, that's such a huge thing.
Have you ever? You're not. You have a sister, right,
Yeah.
Rose? So I take it you've never really been alone for long.
No, but I. It's definitely something I've
You've
been
always said
scared
with your
of.
parents, right?
Yeah.
Um, Sage, I not saying that this is a bad thing. I love that for you, but you and group of friends that is now hopefully mine as well, has helped me through so much. This is less about you and more about me wanting your group's trust. If
Okay.
I can, after everything you've told me, after everything that you've trusted me with, if there's a way that I can help you fight whatever it is you're fighting, whether that be the hand or the dark six or just evil in general, I want to help. And if, in order to help, I need to be trusted. And if that is what I need to do, if this unbreakable vow or obliviation is what I need to do, then I will do it.
But that's the problem is like with obliviation, like it contradicts everything you just said. I mean, it then you'd lose everything. We wouldn't even. I don't even know if we'd be friends anymore, or if you would care about me anymore. I don't know how much would be taken away.
I understand, but maybe it's for the best, you know? I mean,
You just said you wanted to help.
yes, that still is true, but you all have been through so much in the past. Since you've gotten to Hogwarts, I've just been playing wizard's chess since I got here. Your paths seem to be more
It's just
glorified than mine. You all have a purpose.
I'm.
You all have things that you need to accomplish.
We
And if
just
I am in the way of that and I am a threat to you all, not to say that I will be in my eyes or yours, but if your friends see me as a threat, then I understand what must be done.
I understand your intentions behind that, but with the alternative of obliviation, like, okay, first going back, this wasn't some destined thing. It was gonna happen to us no matter what. It just happened, and we all just kind of slowly got roped into it, and you're going to be roped into it. And I can accept that. That is fine. But I cannot accept erasing all of the experiences and memories that have shaped like our friendship and our relationship, and it's such a heavy price to pay.
You see, when he says relation, you say relationship, his face just goes like just pink.
And like it just concerns me that you would ever be okay with the possibility of forgetting. Like, I know it seems childish in comparison to everything that's going on, but I don't want you to forget me.
I don't either. But what other choice is there?
the other
Lynn doesn't
choice.
seem like she's backing down.
Which do you prefer of the two options? Do you want an out? Do you want an out? Do you want to forget everything, or do you want to make the ultimate commitment to it?
He says, "What would you prefer?"
You bitch. Just, I
I want
prefer.
to do. I want to do what's gonna make your group most comfortable. If they trust me and I would love to help. I would love to make the unbreakable vow and be committed to this. But I don't want to keep being questioned on my loyalty. Because if we make this unbreakable vow, it's an ultimate question of my loyalty to not just to you, but your friends.
Ultimate
How, what's
question.
what's this? What's to say that we make this unbreakable vow and she still doesn't trust me?
Mm, I mean, she kind of
I,
have to, right?
she
But
doesn't have to do all this, but she's doing it.
what do you know about when I told you about the Order of Dreams? What does having like an organ, like kind of like, I don't know if they had like a contract or something between the group and all the members that signed, but do you know how that works?
It was a contract.
Yeah, they like
You
all
said.
signed like their names. They had like a written like
Do you know
kind
if they
of
made a
rules.
blood vow?
I think that's what it was. Was it? Can I remember?
I would say this would be a matter of if Sage knows what a blood vow is. You can make a mind roll to see if he
What
would
exactly
know.
was going on? Like, can I describe it for
So
him?
when you saw it, they were signing a contract, but they were signing like in blood. Um,
Okay.
they could have very well, after they signed the contract, done the actual blood vow ritual.
What is a
Um,
Okay, so I guess she wants to ask him well, what describe what she saw and say, okay, maybe it was that. What does that entail?
um, and you're asking Neil.
Yes, if he knows.
I I know Christian knows, but I just want to give you the correct definition because I think I know what it is, but I just want to make sure. Oh, my bad. A blood pact, not a blood vow. See, that's why I have to look it up. She says, or he basically spits all this information out at you, but he says a blood pact was a type of magically binding agreement between two parties who shared their blood. It can be made by the parties cutting their hands with their wands and interlacing them or making the desired oath. Upon doing this, two glowing drops of blood would raise from their palms and mingle into one. Thereafter, a vowel would take shape around it, enclosing the drop, signifying that the deal was struck and serving as a physical manifestation of it. Once made, the vow was nearly impossible to destroy, though there were a few instances where blood pacts were broken once and for all. Kind of what he says.
In his voice. All right. What if we what if we as a whole group did that? I mean, I don't think that would be I won't think that would be as taxing on or like as stressing on trust, but showing a commitment. And it's not really an active because I when I talked to Liv, when we were talking to Liv about it, I was saying that it felt like what happens when we do trust people and we want to talk to them about these things and are we just gonna have to do this every time and that it does kind of um, how to describe it it does kind of something about I don't forget what I said yesterday but it was about like it felt like it would with the trust of the group I guess I don't think
He
Liv would
says
be the same. I don't think Sage will be the same.
that's something that Glenn would have to think about.
Is
But
it?
I asked the same question. If we do this, I don't want to make such a sacrifice and my loyalty is still questioned.
That's important, yeah, and that's why I don't think. So I kind of blanked. So what is there any sort of magical like binding to this that like makes it so that we are all like I don't know if it's just like a like, are there any consequences? Sorry.
Um
Or is it like a compulsion thing or just like what is the difference between just writing it down on a paper and it being like a
yeah.
blood thing? Like, like
Um I don't think there's like a specific. It doesn't say there's a consequence. Um, I think it doesn't. There's never been like an example or like an actual like. There's never been something in Harry Potter where it shows like an actual consequence. It's always just said like you cannot attack each other. But there's never been there's never been like a magical thing to where it's like a broken an unbreakable vow where it's instantly death.
well
So I say that that's unknown.
an oath or pact or oath slash pact. We'll
Because
just
I
do it.
mean, we only have one example of a blood pact.
It's Albus, yeah.
Yeah,
Little bitch.
and it does. They didn't really go into like consequences or anything like that. It just says, "Hey, we made a blood pact to not attack one another or anything."
Oh,
So
blood pact. Okay, in here it says you can break an unbreakable vow, but it comes at the a high cost. But a blood
yeah,
pact physically prevents either party from breaking the terms of the pact. So he like literally
got
wouldn't
you.
be able
Okay,
to
so
do
you
it.
can break an unbreakable vow, but you literally cannot break a blood pact.
That seems like okay. I'm gonna write that down. Um,
But does it have a consequence? Oh, my bad. There won't be any consequences because it physically says you cannot do it, right?
yeah,
Got you.
really
Okay.
prevents. Like you would have to do like a lot of like. I think there's like a lot of shit you would have to do to in order to like. I think what happened with Albus and Grindelwald was like he had to like
They take
do
two
a
drops of their
spell to
blood.
like block it in order
Yeah.
to even do it. So it just seems like a lot of shit you have to do to even do it. Physically prevents. Okay.
I think Neil's biggest thing right now is that he knows he's not trusted. And that even if he were to do something as big as an unbreak, he's willing to do it. He just doesn't want to be questioned again after he does it.
I'll bring it up with. Okay, so she would say, okay, well at least this is one other option that could be good for even in the future, if this were to happen again, where someone wants to be more involved in our group or someone trusts someone else and we wouldn't have to just keep doing unbreakable vows of this such a high cost and if someone was willing to do this blood oath or pact that is I think a very strong approval of that because but yeah we would have to talk to I would have to talk to we would have to talk to Glenn about there not being any sort of distrust after that.
Yeah. He says, I completely understand.
I mean, because I have to. I mean, same thing for me. I mean, I have to figure out something to for her to trust me again. I don't think she does anymore.
Again, I'm sorry.
It's. I'm the one who told you. I should have done. I should have made it more clear that I would tell you when I talked to them. Maybe then he wouldn't have found a loophole. But these things in the future we
See the
cannot.
mixed guy in the sky riding the skateboard says, "Fuck
She's.
you."
uh,
um, but there's like a moment of pause with Neil as he kind of is leaning against the window, kind of staring out over the lush Scottish Highlands in the forest. Um, you can see like some hippogriffs flying from the forbidden forest as you guys are, standing at this bridge. He says, "So, are me and you still allowed to discuss what you told me? Because I do have some questions."
discuss, discuss what?
Um, just the stuff that you just told me, before, like the Old of Dreams and the wand and such.
Um,
Can me and you talk about it, or do you not want to?
I. What is your interest in the wand? Because I haven't had really too much uh, information on that. Um,
He says, honestly, it was just purely interest. I wanted to talk to Neil to see, not Neil, I want to talk to Glenn to see if maybe if I got to look at it, I could see if I could find out any more information about it in order to help you guys.
hmm.
Also, you said about the Old of Dreams.
What about it?
What do you know about it?
I told him everything I knew. I think.
Okay, no, if you told him everything, then okay.
I mean, like we literally even had like a specific conversation about it, and
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I
You don't
told
have
him
to go
like the
look at it. It's
names.
okay.
I'm just
It's
making sure I
okay.
didn't have anything else, and I was like, is there something else? Sought out by a dark wizards, a Sledboy Moyer.
Would you have discussed with him all the known members that you know of?
Moyer. Yes, she did tell him. I specifically, I out loud told him Moyer
Yeah.
Black, Demetrius Sanderwood, and Alexandria Vysander. I told him about the two deceased members as well.
He says, "Well, I do have a question for you." Um,
Wait,
and he kind of
the Golden Tree are a part of it, right?
the what?
Ron, Hermione, and Harry.
Yes,
They are also a part of it.
yes, they are.
Okay, she would tell him that. And
Make a magic
also
roll for me.
about them asking us to ally with them. Actually, I don't know if she talked about that yet. A what roll?
Magic.
8.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Do do do.
Shit on my face. It's like new layer. It's pissing me off. My notes are getting really confusing.
As you connect the golden trio, and this would all be in Sage's mind. This isn't nothing she's saying out loud, but as you connect the golden trio in the Order of Dreams, You're
What's going
triggered
on? Oh my god, no. Okay.
with another vision.
That's
As you kind of standing there with
random.
your eyes rolled back.
What the fuck? That's never
The stage.
happened. Okay.
You,
What the fuck?
as you kind of go into this vision, you would see the golden trio standing in what looks to be a London residential neighborhood, standing at a collection of like they're on a street looking at like a collection of apartment buildings, um, with a gated fence and stairs. You can see Harry says, "It's been a while since we've been here, huh?" Hermione says, "Yes, let's get inside quickly." Um, you see Hermione pulls her wand and doesn't say any words, just kind of waves it, and the apartments start to like the whole apartment building starts to move, and I'm pretty sure you can guess who we are, but the whole
I already
apartment
knew.
building starts to move and separate to form a new almost hidden wall of um, basically a new door appears in front of you. If you don't know what I'm talking about out there, chat, go watch Order of the Phoenix. Like towards the beginning, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Sirius's
But
place.
you guys go inside. They go inside. You kind of follow them inside, as you are actually in the POV of Harry.
Oh,
You are Harry Potter.
nice.
Um, you follow them down the long hallway, as you can tell that this is. You wouldn't be able to tell, but um, they know this to be the headquarters of Dumbledore's army, or at least what used to be. Inside, you see that the Golden Trio kind of goes into a dining room. And as they enter the door, you see Cassius Moyer, Professor Black, um, and I had somebody else in mind. Shit, I had somebody else in mind. I'm blanking.
Was it someone that I've mentioned before?
No.
Huh?
Hold on 1 second. Do I actually have a dog? All right, I'll ask you. Maybe you have it in your notes, and I just can't remember. Do you have the names of the people that started the Order of Dreams, where
Yes.
they did a little blood contract?
Yes.
I have it in my notes, but I don't feel like scrolling all the way through.
I mean, I just read them off. But it was just four of them. Demetrius Sanderwood, Alexander Vysander.
Demetrius Sanderwood, thank you.
It's like, is it the one I just said and you said no?
And also you would note something as well. You would have noted before that Lysander. Yeah, your Xylomancy teacher's last name is Lysander.
Is it Lysander or Vysander?
Lysander.
Whales.
But
The
you cannot.
whales.
But the vision you saw, that did not look like him. Your teacher, at least.
So, but he's there. Or I
No,
recognize the name.
you. So the people that have the people. Okay, the Golden Trio go into the room. They see um, Cassius Moyer, Professor Black, and Demetrius Zanderwood.
Okay.
The Lysander person is not there, but I'm just saying that's something that you would kind of note as you recall that first vision you have, is that your teacher's last name is also Lysander. But as they kind of enter the room, um, you see Cassius Moore say, "Damn, what took you guys so long?" Harry says, "Death Eaters, whole deal." And then Hermione had to work late at the Ministry, and Um, you can see um on the necks of Cassius Moyer, Professor Black, and Sander, and Demetrius, a silver necklace, almost like mine IRL, except not a cross, but a you can see a almost like circular, so it's a necklace, a silver necklace with a silver opening circle at the bottom, but you see a spinning little red blood vessel, not vessel, but like you can tell it's a blood packed necklace. That is like a little spinning swirl of blood on the inside. These might be, in fact, the blood packed necklaces that you were just referring to.
Is anyone else wearing it?
Just
Besides
those three.
who? I thought it
Just
was
those
just
three.
Xanderwood.
No, it's my bad. It's Cassius Moyer, Professor Black, and Demetrius Underwood.
Okay. Would I be able to recall if I've seen Black wearing that same thing, or would I've never seen it before on
I
her?
don't think you would have seen it before.
Okay.
Not because I don't. She may have been wearing it, but I don't. But it's, if anything, it was like
Hidden.
this, tucked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
tucked
I
in her
figured it would probably be
shirt.
like that if she hadn't seen it before. Oh, he said Hunter said vial. I don't think it's like a vial though. It's
Wild.
like a spinning orb or
Yeah, like a little spinning orb of blood in a sense. Like itty bitty though.
okay.
It's not huge or anything. But you see that they all kind of sit down. Um, Professor Black, aka Kayla Black, um,
Kayla.
says, Kayla.
Shout out.
She, she says, you all need to be careful. Um, they're getting closer, and I'm scared the prophecy might actually come to fruition. Ron says, bloody hell, the prophecy. We are you talking? You're not talking about the one with Harry, are you? Not. Hermione says, no, you dumb twat. Um, the other one about us, the dreams, such. Um, then you see you start to kind of leave the vision, but you can definitely see them conversating. Don't necessarily catch wind of what you're saying because you're kind of coming back. Say you just you're kind of pulling back from the vision, but you can definitely see them sitting at the table, conversating.
Just kind of like fading out of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you
Damn.
kind of your eyes kind of come back into.
Always makes me more confused. I literally always have more questions than answers. So much down. This is all just this encounter.
Sheesh.
I don't want to miss anything. I gotta re-describe this to everyone.
But as you kind of come back into um Sage, you can feel the wind kind of on your face again, as you kind of come back to being Sage again on this wooden bridge with Neil. Neil says, Sage?
That.
And you could and you know that's the first time that you've
Yes.
done that
Yes.
without
She was about to
touching
say.
anything.
She
Yeah.
was like, that has never happened before. I said I was talking about Golden Trio and it just happened. And I saw things and she's gonna tell him exactly what she saw.
Um well. So it seems like Harry Potter's run The Golden Trio that seem connected. Or at least they're part of the Order of Dreams.
Uh,
Now Hermione Granger's missing.
is she missing or in hiding?
I guess that's to be seen. I don't know. I thought maybe you know. You knew.
Nope, that's why I was talk. That's what I mean. We were talking about yesterday, where I was just desperate, and I don't. I feel like we're just at a dead end of just wait. I don't know if we're just waiting for her to get to us, or if we're supposed to go find her. If something bad has happened.
Well, from what you told me, have you all ever considered joining this Order of Dreams? I mean, it seems like everybody that we've heard of that's associated with them at least is trying to help.
Um,
Of course, we're only third years, but you're only a third year, but
at risk of getting in more trouble with Glenn.
I
I
mean,
would tell him about that Black has approached them about being at least allies since we are so young.
yeah, this is understandable. Is that something that you would want to do?
I wouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, at least allying with them. I mean, I trust all of them. And I don't think I've. Does Glenn know about the trio being involved with Order of Dreams, or is that
I
only
don't.
information Sage just had? Okay,
You have the vision,
but
but I
I know
would
I had it
assume
in the
so.
past. There was some mention of it. But I don't
No,
know
I
where
think
this came from because it just says year 3. Golden Trio are members of Order of Dreams.
yeah.
Oh, M is
When you
asking us
had
to join, so that was during that conversation.
yep, and I think you guys asked like who else is allied
Okay.
with you guys.
Okay.
Um, but Neil says, "See, this is what I'm saying. I could help.
Help?
Yes, I mean just your vision. I could go and talk to more people, see if I could find out something. But I'm not supposed
What
to
are you
say
going to
anything.
do? Like, ask people about the prophecy of dreams or about the
I don't
Order of
know.
Dreams or
I
really
don't know. I mean, I could.
what student's going to just know about any of that?
I was talking more outside of Hogwarts information. I do have a few contacts on Nocturne Alley.
I
I could see if
as
they know
long
anything.
again as long as it's not
But I
what the plan is that it's without intentional harm of anything. I wouldn't talk to them yet, um, just to not
I
get
won't.
further onto Glenn's bad side. I think we wait and we also bring out that you do have context, and as long as you are not doing this with any sort of malicious intent or going to people that are not trustworthy, then it will be
Well, I mean,
fine.
it's Nocturne Alley. Everybody is untrustworthy there, but
True, but I
I've
mean,
gotten, I've had
without
gotten
exposing
some good.
information about us specifically, I think asking general questions could be fine, unless you had something else in mind.
No, I didn't have anything else. I just thought it might be a good idea.
Yeah, because I mean, with what I think would be said, scrolling in the um, if you guys did do the oath or vow, where is it? Um, that you would not be disclosing information. Well, okay, shared among a group with the intention of causing harm or jeopardizing the safety, trust, or well-being. So, as long as you're not giving details about a specific,
You
we can
all
go over it more, but we'll have to talk about it with her and see what she thinks. I think I can't give you a final determination on that. About
okay, Sage? I don't need to know all the answers. I don't. If if your group is fully not gonna trust me, then
It's
I can
just Glenn.
look. I he says, look, hold on. I can. I'll be okay. We can still be together. It's just it will scare me not knowing what's going on with you if we are together.
And
How are we
that's
supposed
why I
to
want to,
be
that's why I
friends?
don't want it to be like this. I want you to be involved. I don't want to hide things from you. I want your brain on this, you know? Like it doesn't make sense not to. With all that you know and all of your access to everything and just being, so with just our
Do you think it would be beneficial if I maybe go and talk to Glenn on my own before our meeting next week?
just don't be near any bodies of water. Um
Maybe I could talk to her and reassure her on my own and come to a conclusion that way.
um
I think maybe she was just upset with you and threw out the idea of an unbreakable vow, but that's not nothing
I
just
think
to throw out.
it's worth having a conversation with her, having a heart to heart, like a deep conversation. I don't think she's ever had like a more in-depth conversation with you. um it's worth it. That's definitely something that I would want to happen before any decision is made, and then I think we can also bring up our other options when we do meet again, whether that be when it happens or later today or whenever Erin's here. um, uh, so I can't, because we have to present
No,
this other
I mean,
option to her as well. But it is worth talking to her, I think.
so I should go talk to her on my own.
I think that would help. I don't think you can do any harm. I mean, you have been very sincere and everything, and I think your explanations make sense on everything. She's it's with everything that's happened. It's natural for her to be wary, especially with what you do. Um, and
I could stop. Look, this all of my life, my parents have not been here, and they fought for something that mattered and were killed for that same reason. If I will do whatever it takes to fight against whatever is coming. That's something that my parents always believed in and something that they would do. So if it means me not being an information broker, or if it means us not continuing our relationship, then I won't
I
do it.
and I appreciate the gesture and willingness, and I think
Paige, this isn't about you.
I know, and I think that's something that she needs to hear. I don't think because I think in her mind, if I put myself in her shoes, it's either you've gotten close to me just with my rising, with all the things that were going on, with getting into the trials last, or the tournament
You
last
see
year, and
somebody on your Quidditch team walk by. Hey, Sage.
that she would wave back, and um I can see why she would think it's not good intentions and that you're just trying to get more information, but I know that's not how it is, and I know that, and I can definitely see that you care about something bigger than this, and I think she needs to see that, that it's not just about me, it's you. Hearing about these things going on, you were directly attacked as well, so obviously there's some sort of connection there. Um,
I mean, I
so
don't think it was about me. I think
I
it
know
was
it wasn't
about.
about you, but you do have ties to that. Just like things weren't directly about us, but we got roped into it. It's just what happens. I have no direct ties to any of this at all either. It's just wrong place, wrong time, and going
I
and being in
understand.
connection with people that. But
Why do you? I want to ask you something, okay? Please
okay,
don't get upset when I ask you this.
ever?
If you were so trustworthy and you were so protective of your friends and such, why would you put yourself around somebody like that? That does not feel the same. That doesn't support your decisions. Why be friends with somebody like that?
I don't get what you mean.
If you chose to trust somebody and you chose to tell information that is sacred to you, to not just to you, but to your group, you chose to trust me with that. But she doesn't feel the same. But she not just doesn't trust you or dislikes you for spreading that information, but goes to so far to make me make an unbreakable vow. It seems like she's
S-
not supporting your decisions. Why put yourself around somebody that doesn't believe in you?
This is unexpected from. uh, um, I don't know. I think just we've been through so much, and I don't know how to do this without her. And I think she can come around. I think it was just really emotionally charged. It was a lot at once. Um, we've been screwed over before, and I've seen this with everyone. So yes, you're right. She's a naturally distrusting person, and it's hard. But um, again, we can't do this without her, and it's just my hope to maybe help her be more trusting. And that's why I kind of want to find other solutions for this because I don't want it to be like this every time, and I don't want it to be such. It's such an extreme thing just to prove that someone's not going to harm us. And but I think it's work through. I think it's I think we can work through it. It's just been a lot, and uh, I've talked to my father about everything, and he's a psychology professor and therapist or psychologist or whatever. I guess I don't know what it would be, but exactly. But and she very well could be traumatized, and this is just the quickest thing she could think of to ensure the safety of the group, and because it is life and death. And that's a lot for us. We've never gone through this before, so it's something that I think we all need to work through together. And I don't like things how they are. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to defend her or anything like that, but I think everyone has the capacity to grow a little and learn. And um and I think, but I just don't think she understands your intentions yet. She doesn't know you very well. Um, no, then get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. You're a bully.
Got the spray ready.
He's such a dick. He'll come in and just tackle Talon for no fucking reason. He's
Shit.
just like existing. Oh, he's laying in the window. He probably wouldn't have found him anyways. Um. So I think I told you all these things because I trust you, and I understand. I now know your history, and they've gone to you before for information in the past, and I felt they would be open to having you as an ally or a part of this. I didn't think there were going to be any cons to it, but that's just from my point of view. She, in hers, it's just a lot of distrust and people hurting us, and um,
You see
peop
Amy and Amy and Kathy from Gryffindor. Hey Neil. Neil says, "Oh, hello." They walk past.
the fuck, this is so random. Um,
Saying people are passing you guys on the other side as you are on the bridge. Um, he says, "I understand, and I will go with whatever you guys decide is best. I sorry if that seemed like I was trying to separate you guys. Was
I
not
know
my
that's not your
intention at all.
intention. I just
I just want the best for you and just don't want you to be hurt."
yeah, I just think she needs to understand because I didn't even fully understand until our conversation why you want to do this. And I've known that you've wanted to I've always known you've wanted to be helpful and you've always and everything like that, but I didn't understand the full depths of it. And that's another thing. Why are you even yesterday morning you just spewed off some lie about your family like it was nothing, and that doesn't help. And I think you need to start being more open about these things in order to gain trust, because that's because seeing how effortlessly you lie about those things even throws me off a bit. And I'm not personally upset with you, but I can definitely see how it would be very stressful to Glenn if you were to lie to her about the thing.
I understand. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lie or be untrustworthy, but if that's what it takes, I'll start being more honest.
I'm not saying you have to like announce to the whole school or anything. I understand um sort of thing, but with how much you know about us, it's only fair that you open up as well too, because it can be good for you as well, and it'll establish some sort of with her, and it'll make her more willing to trust you, I think.
And I mean, um, and I don't want to. I don't want to be a nuisance or come off as just a liar or anything like that. So I definitely can open up a little bit. I'll see if I can find Glenn later on this week and maybe talk to her on my own.
Hmm. I don't want you to push yourself to do this if you are
She does
uncomfortable.
scare
It's
me. She
just
did scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
if you
Where'd they even find that room? I mean, that was just so random to go to. this weird room
Yeah, no,
going on.
I know. Baz has so many secrets. he, but I mean, I think in general, I think it would be good to be more open about your intentions and about like why you want to be a part of this with the whole group. But I think the priority definitely should be letting Glenn know because I think Liv senses it. I think Baz is more worried about you hurting me, and
Is Simba okay? I mean, is Liv okay? I seemed like something was wrong.
I know as much as that's a lie. I think she told us right that she told Christian some things. Interesting. I thought there was a whole comment made about it, and Neil asking her like how much Christian knew.
No, she. I think you had said that like. I think you said like if anybody were to say anything after Glenn had left, if any you were talking to Neil and Sage, or Neil and Liv, and you were saying like, I think there's like, well, like what do we do if somebody else says something to anybody else? Are they just automatically going to get a breakable vow or obliviated? And I think Amber was like, "Yeah, what's going on with that?" or something like. I don't think she. It was very obvious that she was guilty,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember her specifically saying,
Okay. I
"Yeah,
don't
I
know. That
told
was like a
Christian
really
something
weird
too."
vague thing. I don't know if it made it up in my mind, but it was just like I felt like she might have said something about. I
Yeah,
felt like Neil asked something about Christian. And I don't know why.
I don't think she wanted to say anything.
But to Sage, it is obvious that it's that she has said something to
Just
most
something to somebody.
likely Christian or George.
Yeah.
But so anyways, she would say, I think this whole thing is a bit rattling to her because she is also, I mean, you're friends with Christian. I think,
Christian's
maybe,
cool.
yeah, and he's been involved in a lot of our things.
He's like the coolest person I know.
Yeah, I'm sure you think so. Um, I don't know him very well, but I'll take your word on it. Yeah, Glenn has a lot of. That's another thing. I don't know what's going on with Glenn. I don't know if she's going through something because warning as well. She was very intense with Christian and straight up told him that she does not like him. Um, but they're gonna have a talk. I think. Wait, they did have a talk already, or did not? I don't think we had time.
Did not.
Uh,
I think Glenn. He asked Glenn like, "Hey, do you want to go?" And she's like, "No."
no, they were gonna go walk
Oh
around
yeah, they
the
were gonna
Black
go.
Lake.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they did not have that talk yet. No.
So she'll
Not
say,
that.
I think she's
If they
planning.
did, you wouldn't have known
I
anything
wouldn't
about it.
know. I mean, like, I get. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything. Well, okay, so she doesn't even know that. Wait, but he was with.
You know they were planning to talk, but after
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
conversation,
Yeah, I don't
you
know
wouldn't
if
have
they've
known if
talked
they
yet
went.
because, yeah,
Yeah.
they're not in speaking terms right now. I don't know if they talked, but I know they were planning to talk, so maybe he can get through to her. I don't know. But she's just. But that's a whole other thing of why she doesn't like him. Um,
As you're standing out here, you can feel like you guys have been out here for about like 15 minutes. It's getting a little cold. It's a tad bit chilly.
uh,
You want to, Tiffany, can we go inside?
we can. Sure, yeah.
Okay. And you guys just walk inside. He says, so what are you gonna do in the meantime?
I will do more research into these. Uh, I don't know. I feel like I need to give her a little bit of space still. Um, but again, I don't have a problem with you talking to her.
All I ask, Sage, is you think about who is truly your friend. Would a friend really
I
force another friend to do that? And what happens if somebody slips up? And what if Baz accidentally says something to Quentin or somebody else?
And that's
What
something
then?
that's definitely on my mind. And I'm not going to sit here and say that. Um, oh yeah. I'm not going to say that she is not a good friend. Or that I don't want to be her friend or anything like that, because I think she does care. I think this is kind of her trying to protect the group. I don't know what is specifically going on with her. It does seem like a lot for her,
And
even
maybe
for
she's
her,
hiding
but
stuff from you. She want to talk about you hiding stuff from everybody else, but does she really? Is she really innocent in all this?
I don't think she would do anything that would. I don't think she would hide anything
And
that.
you didn't think she would suggest an unbreakable vow either, obliviation on home friend. I'm not trying to make her out as the villain.
What is the intention here then?
I just want you to think about.
Because it went from,
I don't
yes,
want.
I'll do anything to do this, into more so my doubts of like, oh, this is straining on trust. And uh
I don't want this to go. After this situation, if it happens again, what then?
yes, and that is
What
what is
then?
on my mind, and I have been talking about this. And that's why we're trying to find alternative solutions, and for you to talk to her, plead your case sort of, and explain why you want this, not just because you care about me.
All right.
And I think we go from there after that. If it's
Any pointers? She scares me a little bit. Do you have
just,
any pointers or anything?
definitely don't say anything about uh you know any of this whole thing of uh in questioning her integrity or how she's handling things. I think you just need to talk about your experiences and why you want to do things. Don't question her. She doesn't have any reason to give you any information right now. I think that's something for later down the road if we come to it.
Okay.
So please just tell her about. Don't go spewing off
You're
things
not.
of like how you can help or anything like that. You can establish that you want to help without, giving a ton of details, but like, unless she does specifically ask how exactly can you help us, blah blah blah. But the intention of this conversation is for her to understand why you want to help, not you can do, I guess, unless she asks. Um, and this also isn't a um, sort of thing to change your mind on the unbreakable vow. Like, I don't want you to bring that up or anything. Just
Her nearly headless Nick goes by. Hello. She kind of
hello.
flops his head off.
Everyone's so chatty today.
Well,
um,
I kind of want the thing is like you guys are still walking through the halls and stuff like that. There's plenty of people still passing you. Not paying attention to what you're saying, but just still give you that ambiance.
yeah. And just uh, again, just explaining why you want to do this. Explain what happened with your family, even if you're comfortable with it. I think that would do a lot to convey just how important it is for you to do this, and rather than it would come from, and you can even do the offer to stop what you're doing. But I mean, I feel like that is a vastly important thing for what we are trying, with all the information we're trying to figure out. I don't think that, I personally don't want you to have to stop doing all of that. I believe you when you say you're not going to give information about us or the things that we have discussed.
I understand.
But she needs to understand that. So
Well, You're not mad at me, are you?
I'm not mad. I understand this is you just wanted to help. I am I was confused on why you were so willing to do everything and um
I thought you were gonna break up with me for a second.
rushing into everything and talking to the whole group. And it's just we and also we really got it. If you are if everything does like work out and you know you are going to be more involved with everything, we really gotta get you prepared, you know, to be able to be
I was
around dark
thinking maybe I
wizards.
could be more of like a knowledge guy instead of
You
like
never
a.
know when it's going to happen. We've it just happens.
Well, I mean, if you go into the Forbidden Forest.
You're just gonna let me go?
No, no. I'll go just as long as there's no spiders.
There are plenty of spiders out there. This is something you are going to have to figure out. You like snakes. Shut up.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you mean?
Um,
You said they weren't like snakes. You had a whole thing. Like it
I mean,
seemed
I
like you're
like
super
small
into.
snakes. I've had there's like big snakes in the Forbidden Forest, like
It's okay.
huge.
Liv will take care of them.
Goodness.
But that is something I do have to like say. Like if you are more involved with everything, like George was kidnapped last year, and I cannot
He's
promise
the
your
same thing, yeah.
safety in everything, and that's why I'm saying I think we need to do, or just like you like said before, like you want to be able to know exactly what to do in these situations and
But you're a
have.
third year, and I'm a fourth year.
Where is this personality change coming from? You literally just 2 days ago told me that you were nervous and
Well,
wanting
I
to
mean, yes,
practice
I've
more
read it.
defensive spells
Yes,
and
I
that you
want to
wanted to be
learn,
able to
but
handle. I mean, you were literally attacked by a dark wizard who externally harvested you. What were you gonna do? You know? You
I don't want to
need
get.
to
I
be
don't want to.
prepared for this, and there is definitely strength in numbers, but
I
it's
guess I'm
only
just
going to get
embarrassed that I
harder.
don't know as much as you guys do. Well, not. I don't have as much experience as you guys.
And that's why I want to help just in case, because if if the people we're dealing with are as they are as God, they only have an 8-pound bag. These bitches. Um, those small bags cost so much. It's so annoying. What? Hmm. Sorry, I just want to respond to this since she's in the store.
You're good. You're good.
Uh, pissing me off. I literally called them and I was like, and I asked them if it was in stock, and they said it was. These whores.
Maybe they got it. Like they're holding it for you guys or something.
They said that they could just come in and grab it. Mr. Cashier, in case they decide to hold it. All right. Anywho,
But he says, I understand. We can practice whenever you'd like.
oh yeah, there was a whole tangent of like that she was going on about. Um, if with us getting older, they might, and with what we've done so far, they might send do more aggressive things, and we're not even prepared for that yet, and we're trying to, and
It just
so
was like the coolest thing that you fought.
random as fuck, and Glenn would be very suspicious of that. Uh, um, a little lighthearted. um,
I mean, you guys are basically like heroes now, so the rumor's been going around. You guys are monster killers.
monster killers.
I
Also,
didn't. I didn't
people
start. I didn't
killers.
start that one. I promise. That wasn't me.
Can I
I
like
didn't.
do something kind of like an insight check, kind of like
Yeah.
on
Do a
him?
mind roll. Yeah. Do a mind roll.
9. It's always 5 and 3, bro.
What are you trying to find out?
I'm trying to see. I think I'm trying to, because it is strange that he's asking so many questions now, but also I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's like in his personality to kind of want to know everything, but with everything going on, I guess it's just like, I don't know. I think maybe Sage would be a
I
little
would
bit on edge.
say now that you guys are actually together, he's starting to become a little bit more comfortable with you,
Mm-hmm.
where he doesn't feel ashamed to not ask those questions, or
Okay.
like he's a little bit more intuitive now that you guys are now so close that he feels comfortable enough to be like, hey, what is this? What is that? You know.
Yeah, okay.
While before he was a little bit more, you know, scared. We'll say scared.
Okay.
Scared to, talk about certain things and ask about certain things. But he's a lot more comfortable with you now to where he just feels like he can say anything.
So what was his question?
What's like the what's like the coolest thing that you guys like fought?
Would it be the Gorgon or something else? I don't remember.
I don't know. This would be Sage's
What all we fought? We fought humans. We fought a
Dark
Gorgon. We
Wizard,
fought.
a Goblin,
We fought a Goblin.
a Gorgon,
What was the Goblin?
uh,
Oh yeah.
a
Wait.
Gorgon, spiders. I just don't know if you were there for that one. Spiders in the Forbidden Forest. Um, Werewolves. You guys have fought a little bit,
Mm,
but mostly a lot of dark wizards.
that's boring. Just kidding. Dark Wizards are pretty intense though. Like they are just they are. It's not like
What did Sage say?
So we said the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Um. I wouldn't say taking human lives is the coolest thing. Uh, uh, we fought werewolves or fought with them.
Oh yeah, you guys fought with them. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Um, you already know about the Gorgon. Oh, she'd be like, "You tell me." She'd tell him about like the different things. Be like, "I don't know what would be cool. It's just this."
Oh, Gorgon for sure. Your first year, Gorgon.
I just assumed you already knew that.
You guys had help, right, Professor Moya?
I don't remember. I wasn't physically present for this.
Oh yeah, Professor Moya came in and helped you guys fight it.
Mm, yes, he did help, but
Cool.
that we were first years. And Liv was almost sacrificed, and then again later.
Speaking of Liv,
They have something about it. I don't know what their deal is with her.
speaking of Liv, I've heard something recently, and I didn't know if it would interest you or not. Um, she's like, is she dating Christian or not dating Christian?
Um, I'm not sure. They've been kind of back and forth, but it
Oh.
seems kind of. I figured you would know more than I would.
I mean, I was only gonna say, I've heard he's been, even last year, I've heard that he's been going out a lot at night in the Forbidden Forest. Do you
Uh,
know anything about that? Maybe he's a
he doesn't
vampire.
know anything. Oh, a vampire. That's something that you will have to talk to him about. Um,
Sage like, I don't want to say anything else. Hunter says, I would like to start a rumor Christian has an STD.
from Amy.
Okay, bet.
No,
Like,
we're gonna need channel points for that. You have to wait.
we're gonna need channel points for that shit. Oh man. Um, but he says, um, just thought you should know. But I have to get to the common room. I was gonna meet up with uh well, I was gonna meet with Quentin in the Great Hall to play some Wizard's Chest.
So much for that whole talk of just playing Wizard Chest all the time. All right. Well, if you want to start our dueling lessons anytime soon, just let me know. That can happen before everything, because I just want you to be more prepared just in case anything happens like it has.
Oh, trust me, I'm fully prepared.
You are not, and you already said so.
Okay, alright, I have to rub it in my face.
Yeah, stop that. I will literally roast you.
Says you don't have to rub it in my face.
I'm not trying to rub in your face. I just
You know
want.
you're cool and you've killed a Gorgon and you've defeated Dark Wizards and such, but I'm cool too.
I never said you weren't. I just want him. I just want you to be prepared. You've already. I don't understand. She's actually kind of frustrated. Like, I don't know why you're going from being. Stop this whole act of like this is us. You don't have to do this whole act of machoism and like acting like you're fine with everything because you literally 2 days ago you were telling me that you were scared and that is the Neil that I she would get really fucking picky and just like that I uh, care about.
Says, so it's cool if I go play with chess then?
Yes, go play your little nerd game.
That's a nerd game. It's cool.
Yes.
But he says, did you want to still meet in the Great Hall, for dinner?
Sure.
Alright, well, I'll see you there.
My friends have ostracized me.
You actually get a letter after Neil leaves.
Great.
From your sister, Rose.
Oh.
Just, just says, hey, could you come to the library? I need some help.
Okay. Uh, should go.
You go.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually,
and you head off
while you're
to,
describing this, I'm going to run to the bathroom, but I'll still have my headset on.
you're good, you're good. You head off to the bathroom, which line? You head off to the library and you see that Rose is in there studying for a potions lesson with Professor Blackstone. Is she it's like you walk in like there's like she's at like one table and the whole table is just full of like loot books and papers and such, and she's like really looks stressed over like the assignment that Professor Blackstone gave her for potions. Oh, hey, Aaron. We were just talking about you earlier.
Surely were.
We were
My God.
just talking about you, dude.
I'm glad she missed some of that because Neil is being really weird. But it's okay. But he also is that so? No, we were not
Well,
talking
then
mad shit. We were not talking mad shit. She was defending you. No, but I was. But she was defending her.
I'll catch you in the vibe, don't worry.
um. Okay, so what she was gonna say to her. um. She's like, goodness, you're worse than Glenn.
She says, I don't get it. He wanted us to look up a what's like a never mind, what's like a first year potion? Hold on. First year potions. He wanted us to look up Dragon Tonic, but nothing here in these books say if I should crush the um the three giant purple the three giant purple toad wards, or if I should um or if I should slice them. I mean, the instructions are just crazy. I don't understand.
Can Sage roll to see if she remembers,
Yeah.
or would she just know the
I say
specific thing?
still roll. I say still roll.
This is mind.
Yeah.
7.
I'll say it's the crush.
she, so she'd sit down and be like, would it actually? So wait, so it's just like, is it just like she's getting conflicting answers?
No, she can't find the answer. Oh yeah, my bad. She's getting conflicted answers. Yeah. So
Uh,
she's finding some stuff says the slice, some stuff says the crush.
uh, definitely for this. Wait, so is it for a specific potion?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so for
Dragon
this,
tonic.
so for this specific one, she would just be like, laughing. She'd be like, you just have to crush it. Don't. I don't know why you're getting different answers on that, but some of these textbooks are quite outdated. That's so.
Thank you. She says, thank you. Sorry, I haven't been ignoring you or anything.
I know you're just starting everything, and I wanted to give you space to kind of settle in and
We
do
spend all
your
the
first.
time. Every time you come home, we spend it together. And when you came here, you were flying, and that's all I hear about. Angel Ravenclaw, Angel Ravenclaw.
Now you know.
You're Sage's sister. So I just kind of wanted to be just Rose.
You get that, and I would love to just be Sage, not some, not like known
How do you
for really
get that name
anything.
anyway?
You know Neil, right? Or you've
No.
seen me with him? I've talked about him before.
Oh, yeah, I've seen you. And just wait,
Yeah.
are you? Not my business. It's okay.
I think it would be obvious to Rose, based on like how well she knew Sage, that that was kind of like her her silence, just kind of her like admitting it, because normally I
Yeah.
think she would be like, no, nothing at all, like it's fine, and just casually brush it off. But
Say ooh. She's like 12.
My sister wasn't like this. But anyways, yeah, he did that, and he's apologized since then. But that's just how it is, and it's
Says,
you know.
do you think I'll eventually make the first string for the quiz
Of
team?
course, I mean, I didn't even start until I was in second year, and by then you'll have so much experience. I wasn't even expecting you. I mean, you were going for Chaser, and Seeker is a tough role on the team. I mean,
Well,
they're all
I
tough,
tried
but
out for Chaser, and Lily said that I would better suit Seeker.
I mean that definitely that checks out. Who is first string Seeker?
Um, let me look. Actually, I think I have it in my physical notes. That was back when I made physical notes. So,
Glenn, weren't you a Chaser?
Glenn, you were the Seeker, but you gave that position up.
She was. That was. I thought that was like a temporary thing because
Yeah, Glenn, you were the Chaser.
I was because
You were the Chaser.
yeah, Theo left,
You
and
were only
then
Seeker that one match, dude.
yeah, Chaser until Theo, and then she stepped up and was a Seeker for Theo because I guess they didn't have a second. We didn't want the first years to be doing it, so. Yeah, that's good. That's so sucky. You're like, you're so excited at first. You're like, yeah, I probably get to do it. And then you're just like, nope, nope, nope. Um,
Ravenclaw, Ravenclaw. Where are you, Ravenclaw? Ravenclaw, Raven. Quidditch, Quidditch, Quidditch. Okay. You want to know what again?
who was the first string? Is that what it's called? Seeker.
Yeah.
Who was the primary seeker?
Well, you know it was Glenn.
Yes.
Then she stopped playing. So, you know that. Oh, yeah, did you want to know Neil's last name? I don't know if I ever told you.
I don't think you had one. And
I
you
have it.
told
I
us one
have it.
randomly.
I definitely have it here now.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Is it him?
Neil? No.
Why is it? Okay. I think I actually
Um,
wrote this down. I'll remember once you tell me.
Vance. Neil Vance.
That does not sound familiar. Is that SE?
CE.
Like that.
Ain't that?
Yeah.
Sage Vance. Oh, okay. But you know, I actually don't have a first string seeker since she left. So we're gonna come up with something on the spot.
Unless she comes back.
Um,
No fans. I sworn like you were talking about like I asked what his last name was and then like you told us, but that was not the name. Or maybe we were like talking about possible names for him. Like we were getting like random like ass fucking names.
Leo. First name is gonna be Leo.
Bitchenheimer.
Yes, Hitchenheimer.
I said Bitchenheimer.
Oh, bitch.
Sorry.
Leo. Sprout. Leo Sprout.
Bro. He can't have a sibling. His parents are dead. Not that Glenn would care. Just kidding. Not that she would know. That's what I meant.
I put his name in the. I put his name in the chat.
Neil Vance.
Leo Spriggins, bro.
Okay, so this is a problem with like having physical notes is that I can't search up like a specific word anymore and pull up like a note.
But if you do it on your computer, all you're gonna hear if you start taking notes on your
No,
computer,
I
all
fixed
you'll
it.
start hearing in stream is just the.
I
just the
fixed it.
fucking.
I fixed it. Listen. It picks up when I talk. I don't usually type and talk at the same time. All right. Seeker.
This is you during session. Look.
No. No, she definitely. She wouldn't care that his family is dead. They died because of Voldemort. I hope you're ready. I told him to have a conversation with you. Enjoy.
She's just gonna throw Neil on you.
All right. Okay, back to the conversation. Right. They were talking about.
She says, "So, do you think I'll make Seeker this year, or do you think I'll
Next
eventually
year?
make first string?"
Do I know if Leo Sprout is what year he is?
He is a fourth year.
I think with more experience and practicing with, besides just with me, and we can practice still like throughout the year, like we can do extra practice. I think. So I can't really help you as a seeker. Um, that you'll make first string next year and whatever role you want. It doesn't even have to be. Sure, it doesn't have to be seeker. We can work on whatever you prefer.
Okay. She's not here. She says, "Okay. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Is there anything that Sage want to finish up for that day?"
No, it's nicer now, thank God. The fucking minutes before. Well, anyway, her emotionally stunned queen strikes again. Um, anything else you want to do that day? I had plans. I remember one of them besides the Neil thing, and I cannot remember the other. You're pissed off. I remember later. She wanted to talk to Cassandra.
Okay. I don't think you would know specifically where Cassandra is.
I'd
So
ask other
maybe you need to go.
Ravenclaws.
Okay. Before we do that, can we take a quick 10-minute break?
10-minute break. I'll start the timer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can talk to Aaron while I go
That's
pee.
right.
Talk to Aaron about
Jesus.
how you messed up so bad.
God damn it.
Right.
So anyways. Also, so in this day, Sage has been avoiding Lynn, not in a sense of like actually like avoiding or like coming off as though she doesn't care. It's she's respecting her need for space and time. But she did spend the rest of day 3. Very sad bitch hours. I don't think she would have cried herself just then, but it's obvious she's just so sad about what's been going on and just a lot of guilt of betraying uh Glenn's trust. It's just so fucking. I was like thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, man, I would be so fucking sad. I wouldn't even know what to do. And I don't know what to do. I do not know how to like fix it with like Glenn. But we did talk about something recently, but so I was gonna see, but like I don't know if you'd want to know now or um when we can actually talk about like in character or whatever. But I figured you as a player might want to do your own research into this alternative solution. Um that Sage realized. Okay. It was to have the whole group do a blood oath or pact, kind of similar to how the Order of Dreams did, just within our group. That way, it pretty much I wrote in it that it physically prevents either party, like any party, from breaking terms of the pact, which and like it's not even like there's no like consequences really. It's just physically impossible. Um, and then that way, even if new people came in or like we felt like some or like we all felt someone else could join, i.e. Matilda, Christian, whoever the fuck, one of it, um, um, they they could also join this lovely little blood pact. Are blood pacts illegal? I feel like unbreakable vows should be illegal. Uh, is it just between two people? See, that's where I'm getting confused because like it's I don't understand Christian's thing because I literally Sage had a vision of the beginning of the Order of Dreams, and the beginning of it, and I was just like stating like, "Oh, we will not kill, save the ministry, good of magic world, no harm to one another," and they all. She just had a vision today that they are all wearing. Fuck are you? Um, they're all wearing like a silver necklace that has a sort of like spinning blood orb that is obviously part of um the blood pact that they had, and it's Moyer, Black, and Xanderwood were wearing it. But she had a vision of the golden trio. They saw some people of the Order of Dreams, and they had that necklace on. Dun, dun, dun. What else? I mean, we've been talking about it, and it's just like one of those things. Like these tools are weird. have his own little things, but like, let's see. It should be. Really, there's no official canon answer, but probably. But why are love potions legal? That seems fucked up too. Love potion freaks me the fuck out. It always like it made me feel so icky. I was like, that's creepy and horrible. Hi, Jamama. We're on a break. We've been going at it for like 2 hours already. Actually, you can see through. Yeah. I don't want to think about Voldemort sex. Now you all have to, since it popped in my mind. Um. So wait, I don't know everything about like Voldemort. How was he conceived? Did more research. Maybe Christian research since this is his world. Yeah.
Hello.
We're talking about like the creepiness. We're talking about the legality of things. I told her about the thing. Um.
What thing?
Uh. The fucking um. The blood pact option, just so that she as a player can like do research into it if she wants to. But it's like I don't know if that's legal. And I was like,
Hey,
I
JoJo
don't
is
know
here.
either. Yes, Mojo Jojo's here. And then we were talking about other things that don't seem very legal. And we were talking about the fucking creepiness that is love potions. They make me so uncomfortable.
You know, one of you has, I can't remember if it's Ember or Colt or Bass, but one of you has a love potion. Um, I just don't remember who it is.
Amber has it.
So you guys could drug somebody at any time.
It makes me so uncomfortable. Also so
Alright. You wanted to go talk to Cassandra.
What?
Cassandra. Hold on 1 second. Uh,
No. It's gonna be bright. I know it. Yep. It's fucking bright as fuck.
You said what?
This is gonna be fucking bright, and it is. Hate not having. Can I go back?
You're
Thank
a
you.
ghost. Oh,
I
never mind.
was. Everything's usually dark on my computer, and that's what everything's set for. So we have questions. How were they able to do a blood pact between multiple people? One.
Say it again. Of
How
course,
were they
Aaron has.
able how
Yes.
are they able to do um that this is me as a me question. How are they able to, because I was doing more research and it looked like it was between like two people. But I mean of course it's only been brought up like once or whatever, but like how did they do it between multiple people? Did they
So
use
I
a
mean,
little
there's
mixing pot of their blood?
so Cassius did one with each of them
Oh,
individually.
ah.
Or no, my bad, Professor Moyer. You guys would probably know. Did one with each of them individually.
What is he wearing? Like
That contract
six
she signed.
necklaces?
You said what?
So what is he wearing? Like six necklaces?
I mean, he probably has, but all of them tucked away somewhere. Um,
Mm.
but Cassius, that contract that they did, where they did like the fingerprint and blood, that was just basically like one of those things where it's like we're just gonna sign in blood. It wasn't really like a blood. That part wasn't like a blood pack or anything. It was just
Mm.
like, hey, let's to make this official. Let's stamp our blood on this piece of paper, sort of thing. Wizards are extra.
Yeah. And also, is it illegal?
To do a blood pact?
Yes.
I don't think. I don't think so.
We weren't sure.
Not that I know of.
Anyways, just wanted to let Glenn as a not Erin as a player know if she wanted to do
Aaron,
any
go ahead.
research.
What other 50 questions do you have,
She
Aaron?
didn't know all the questions. It was mostly me. After explaining it, and
Okay.
then she asked if it was legal. Well, if the DM says it's not legal, because like we don't know, because it is your. We've talked about it. It's your world.
Uh,
Rules.
that's kind of the blood pact part is very gray because we've only seen it like once ever, and even that hasn't been fully explained yet. So it's still that's still very much a gray area. Um, I just kind of take it from my interpretation of what it was. Now the Golden Trio, Harry, Hermione, and Ron, they did not make a blood pact. It was just kind of the founders of the Order of Dreams that did. But um, you would find Cassandra. We'll say you talk to a Ravenclaw student or something like that. You can find a Cassandra down at the docks on this cloudy day. And she's kind of just sitting, on that little that dock. Um, just sitting there, fingers. Not her feet aren't hanging over or anything. She's just kind of looking into the Black Lake.
Um, she doesn't want to sneak up on her, so she kind of like I don't know. Bailey's no, she wants to make it obvious that someone's walking up to her, but I don't want to like sneak or anything like that. She kind of just does her
As you're
little.
walking up, she kind of turns around, sees you, and starts to kind of get up to walk away.
Hey, can we just talk for a moment?
She stops, like she walks past you, and stops when you say, "Can we talk for a moment?"
I
What's about?
just wanted to check on you, Sandra. I've heard that you've been. I mean, last year you seemed pretty off with
And
everything.
she still hasn't faced you. She's still kind of like looking over her shoulder.
Um, you seem pretty off and not really yourself. And then I've heard recently that you've been crying in the bathrooms, and with what I saw of your Bogart yesterday, I just wanted to and see how you were.
I'm fine.
Obviously not. It's why are things like this now?
Hold on, let
I
me
don't
let me get into character. I'm fine.
I don't want to come off aggressively at all, but I when we last talked, I was telling you that I know that you've been spreading rumors about me, and I just want to understand why you would do that, and also just see how you're feeling and what's going on with you, because this isn't really like you, and I am just worried. But yeah.
She takes a moment.
Stop.
She says, "I'm okay. I've just recently been busy with my studies. Did you come here to be friends?"
I wasn't sure that was something that you were even interested in anymore.
I mean, I honestly don't know if that's what I want either. You've been busy with everything and your friends.
I understand that feeling. About one, spreading rumors isn't the solution. We can talk about it. Two, I'm sure you've heard a lot about what's going on, or even just bits of it, I think would be enough to show that it's been dangerous. And from our last conversation, you did tell me that you do that some dangerous things were going on and you were scared of being around that. And that's the last thing I want is to put you in danger. But then you went and turned around and all of this kept happening. And it just seems like something is just wrong.
I just thought that you'd want to spend more time with your best friend, Glenn,
I,
is all.
I want to just like you have. I want to make sure that I have more, I don't know, just expanding my group of people of people that I interact with. I mean, that's the whole point of this whole experience is to get to know many people and learn and uh, grow up together. And I I never wanted to make you feel left out at all or like you were being replaced or anything like that. It just I should have talked to you more about everything, but it definitely is something we both could have done better is communicating how we really feel.
I understand.
And I
Look,
can.
we don't have to pretend that I didn't spread those rumors about you and say what I said.
I'm not
But
pretending that.
but I just hope you're doing okay.
Things are hard. Um, but I just wanted to convey to you with after I wanted to give you space to kind of figure out what's going on. And after I confronted you a while ago about the rumors, and we just friends make mistakes, and I especially understand that now that things can just happen. But the important thing is that we learn and grow from them. And I want to start fresh and find our way back to the friendship we once had. And I need to know that I'm here for you and we can figure this out, no matter what's going on.
Thank you. But give me time to figure out exactly what I want to say,
All the time you
and I'll
need.
find you. By the way, I saw Rose got sorted into Ravenclaw.
She did. She did. Super excited for her, and I want her to meet you. You.
I'm,
It's,
and I would say you can tell like her voice is starting to shake. I, I have to go, but we'll talk later. And she goes off.
thank you for turning back around. I kept forgetting that you were turned around, and then I look up and I'm like, God damn it.
uh, that was hilarious. Um, yeah, seemed like Cassandra was weird.
She's been weird.
Something's going on with her.
I tried to figure it out last year, and she was a snake. He appreciates the method acting, Hunter.
Well, I think that's a good note to end this on. And that's we're going today's session. We have another session coming up in 30 minutes, so
Slay!
we'll, we'll be gone that long. We have a session coming up with Baz in like 30 minutes. So
Poor soul. Why do you do this?
I love you guys. But what was your favorite part of today's session, Riz Liz?
Um, I think I definitely felt better about the whole Neil situation of like it being of kind of him like just straight up telling her like, hey, this isn't just like because I like you and I care about you. Like I really want to do this for like me and because my family, like my parents would have done the same thing, and like I want to be able to, live up to that sort of
Contribute.
same standard that they lived by. And so that gave him, I felt like it gave him a lot more depth to me still, because it was, I mean, he's definitely still like building up and stuff, I'm sure, but like that was,
Yeah.
I really, I mean, I wasn't expecting like that deep response. I thought it was more so out of like I thought it was going to be mostly or like completely just out of fear of not wanting to be alone.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
it's
I mean
nice knowing that.
but I mean that's not to say that's not part of
Yeah.
it. And I mean I feel like all of that kind of mushed together his feelings for you, his insecurities about being alone, and then the big part of he wants to do right by his parents and continue that legacy. So he wants to help, he wants to be involved. It's just he doesn't like I said before. I think his biggest thing is he doesn't want to go through all this to still be questioned and to still be. He doesn't want to make this ultimate sacrifice and still be questioned by Glenn, or not just Glenn, but anybody from the group of how
Yeah.
trustworthy he is. You know.
Yeah.
So I think that's his biggest thing right now. But I mean, we'll see. You guys have gotten a week to decide whether it's gonna be Obliviation or Unbreakable Vow, or I guess Blood Pact. Let me look up. Are Blood Pacts illegal? Hold on. I
I couldn't
personally
find
want to know.
anything on it. I also couldn't even find anything on Unbreakable Vow. Like it was like it because in canon it doesn't say anything, but
They
it
kind of the
probably
way they
is.
treated it. I'm about to say the way they treated it was like it was illegal.
Probably
Um,
is.
a blood pact can be broken.
Uh, mm,
So it says right here the blood pact was finally broken when Dumbledore and his brother Aberforth shielded Credence from Grindelwald's killing curse, inadvertently violating the terms of the pact, rendering it void. The blood pact fell to the ground and shattered, instantly enabling the two to duel each other. So the blood pact can be broken.
fucking point. This is dramatic at that point.
Yeah.
Be like a social pariah.
Yeah.
Unbreakable
But
Vow made it into the movie. You see, uh,
yeah, Unbreakable Vow
yeah,
was
you
in.
see Snape go through it
Yeah,
with
Snape and
Malfoy
uh
halfway.
Malfoy's mom. I can't remember her
Yeah,
name.
I think Crazy Bitch was the one who did it.
Oh yeah, Bellatrix.
Yeah, what I said.
So crazy bitch. What was your favorite part of today's session?
Oop,
What was your favorite part of today's session?
mine?
Yeah.
Did I not answer?
Did you? Did my
Hearing Neil's other
confession? Yeah,
reasons.
that it wasn't just about you.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Fine.
because yeah, that was good. But also, it was cool being in Harry Potter POV as well. But again, Xylomancy just pisses me off sometimes.
Yeah, I mean it's getting weird.
Yeah, had a lovely little.
Maybe you were touching something and you didn't know.
All I could think of was, but you literally said at the mention of Golden Trio. But
I'll
I was
explain.
thinking,
You're not there yet. I can't explain it yet because you're not there yet. Um,
what the fuck?
you're gonna have to be in the dark for now. Sorry, you're not there yet. Sorry. Love ya. You're
She'll
just not
talk
there
to her
yet.
professor about it. It's fine. I'll get my answers.
But also remember, it's hard to find out exactly answers.
Hmm.
I will say, especially for you and Glenn, because for you it's a little bit different because you're not the first. But for somebody like Glenn, there's not many answers she can go to find because she's kind of the first person to be able to do this. Yours isn't as difficult, but you are kind of the think of like think of like this. You can think of like you're a rogue, right? You're not the first ever rogue, but your subclass of rogue is the first ever.
Oh, okay. What are we
Something
confused
more
about?
along those lines.
She instead of like examining something and seeing something involving seeing a vision due to her xylomancy thing, she said the golden trio and instantly had a vision and it was
No, make her
fucking
go back
random.
and watch the VOD. Don't explain anything.
Question marks. That's a lot of time.
We'll give her time to hear the whole Neil conversation and Neil low key being addicted.
Yo, that was fucking some
I
hoe
don't
ass
think he
shit.
meant it on purpose. I honestly think
It's just
Neil meant it, but he also like meant it in the most sincere way of like protecting you
uh
in a sense.
wait. Wait, did I say something that about Glenn? Oh, he said something.
No,
It
he
was the whole
said,
thing about the choose the first. Got it. So no one can really explain her thing to her.
"Oh no, you'll have to wait till later too when you've got to go more
Yeah, yeah,
into
yeah. Okay, so you're telling me don't waste my time. Got it.
yes." Don't worry, Aaron. All will be explained.
We're experiencing DM block. Not allowed to know more about our shit.
You have reached the most content you can get in this
That's
chapter.
what we have to unlock the next chapter. Got it. All right. Time
You
jump
gotta do
wind.
all the side
This is
quests
why
first.
she was the time jump.
That's why she wants the time jump. You gotta do all the side quests first. Sorry. My favorite part of today's session, I think, was that part too. Um, and like Neil, he seems like he really wants to help. Like he's not. He has a lot of questions, but I mean, who wouldn't?
Piss me off with this dumbass like I'm fine, I can handle myself and acting all like yeah, I'm cool now. I'm just like shut the fuck up. This is not your
He's a
personality at all.
boy. He's a boy. He's gonna
Oh,
do
what?
stuff like that. He's a growing boy at that.
We're not dealing with this toxic masculinity shit.
But definitely now that you addressed it to him, that you addressed it head on, I mean, he's thinking about it. He's like, wow, she really called me on my bullshit.
And she told him that she prefers him just to like, like just be yourself. You don't have to act like you're like I know I am into you because you're you, not like some persona you're giving off.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, definitely. Wait, Aaron, hold on.
I'm a unicorn, bitch.
I did it for you.
Hey,
Yeah, I love it.
so hungry.
Nice.
Do I
Did
just
you
keep this
have
up? I guess I should stop it so
no,
it's not too
yeah,
long.
stop it and then
Start again.
so we can separate the
Timer.
two as well. Um, and even I can stream too, so you don't have to stick around.
I was thinking of going downstairs and maybe sitting up down there on the other computer. But then you guys would have to tell me when it's over because I probably won't be tuned in the whole time. I want to though. I want to know what's going on all the time. um,
Go watch the VOD.
what's our horn?
I'm the only one that gets to know what's going on at all times.
I'm on live interacting and be like, what the fuck is going on? There's actually constantly. Yeah, I figured out the thing to host. So, oh, we should be hosted. I'm gonna check. We should be hosted right now. Oh, I'm double checking. Hey,
On your
views.
channel?
We're 20 followers. Wow, Smeepy. Fuck, I hate myself. Wow, Smeepy Liz offline. Check out Raw Magic. It works. It'll even be on like my profile. If you like scroll down, you'll see Raw Magic, Nano, Shelby,
Smeepy Liz.
Smeepy bitch. I can't believe I went back down to 420 again. I'm gonna light myself. I thought I was past it.
Smeepy Liz is offline. Check out.
Raw Magic.
Hey, you said the thing.
Yeah, check out Raw Magic. I don't think you know what is great about I wait. Yeah, I did we have one moment that was like every like in every session sort of thing, like in the beginning.
Oh, roll magic. Roll
No, no,
magic.
no, no, no. I meant like because we have the whole thing of like, uh, question or 1 minute or 1 sec or give me a second or
Oh yeah.
dumb shit like that. I think that's more like
Um,
a bigger thing. Just you and Aaron being shitheads.
yeah. Makes sense. But
Woo.
as always,
Blend session win.
huh?
Blend session win.
I think Glenn was said she would have her session like on Thursday or Friday or something.
What she was saying like at the end, like she didn't want to do it, and I was like, no, we need it.
Glenn will be like the last solo session of the week before we all reconvene again on Sunday, I think. Ooh, a lot of DMing.
I know. Are you sure you don't want to do like 2-on-2?
But I love it.
I
So
love it. I was talking. I think before we went live, I was talking to Christian about how the one-on-one sessions are very nice for finding more like depth in our characters, but we do all need to work on not being so anxious to take up time.
Yeah.
So that we don't have to stress so much.
She said Glenn has a laundry list of things to do. For sure. For sure.
She was like, I gotta go. There was one thing I definitely missed out on that I was like supposed to do, and I probably won't remember. But it was conversation with Neil about like why the fuck are you so quick ready to give up your life or your brain, and then Cassandra.
Mission complete.
I think 2 out of 3 of my things.
And you also got some time with Rose.
I know. Thank you for not having her be a complete fucking bitch today.
Yeah.
Explaining yourself. Thanks.
Cool. But I literally think I just need like 10 minutes before next
Yes,
session.
yes. Run, run. What a.
But I will see probably Aaron and Hunter, maybe Liz, in about 10 minutes when Colton comes in.
No.
But that is
Restart
all
the stream in a
today
second.
for- Restart in a second.
But what if it merges it together? Like it did that one time.
You said what?
What if it merges it together like it did that one time? Okay, I'll give it a sec. I'll give it a few minutes. I'll probably start again. Instead of doing a countdown, I'll just start again at 7.
Okay. I will see you all next time on Roll Magic. I hope you all have an amazing day, week, night, year, existence.
Okay.
Missed it. This has been Sage's solo session. Say bye, Sage.
Bye, Sage.
We will see you guys next time. Please spread love in Lumos. We are Audi 5000. Bye, guys. See ya.
It's low.
See you
What is
today.
the Audi 5000?
Oh no, just thought it'd be cool.